So it's coloring time again, and I feel like I want to add a little bit more color to this secret garden page, and I'm going for this one, sky blue. I've had a very busy day today. The first day after a couple of weeks of vacation. So today the students were back in, and I started teaching again. Teaching how to sing, a vocal technique. But before starting the evening and cooking a meal, I thought, well, let's do a little bit of coloring. It is so relaxing and fun. And to be honest, I actually enjoy talking to you too. The Olympic Games are over. This morning I saw a little bit of the closing ceremony. And I saw that the next Olympic Games 2020, the Summer Games, they will be in Tokyo, Japan. I've never been there, Japan. But it seems to me that it is a very, very beautiful country as well. When my husband and I travel, mostly during summer holidays, we try to visit different countries every year. And well, at least different areas. And we always say, ooh, this is so beautiful, we would like to return one day. But you know, we have so many destinations on our wish list that I think most places we have visited we won't visit again, just a lack of time. There is so much beauty to see. I am not a typical world traveler, and my husband isn't either. And so we love traveling and seeing and experiencing things we've never seen before. But there are beautiful places in the world that just seem to be too far away for us, like Tokyo. It is such a long distance. But you know, you never know. And sometimes it is very unexpected where you get your, what ignites the fire in you. I'm now going to use this color, Smyrna Blue. Last year my husband traveled to San Francisco for the famous Oracle Open World. Maybe you've heard about it. It's a world gathering of people who use Oracle software. So we went to San Francisco, and I didn't come with him because being in a hotel room for a week, not seeing him because there are so many. I wasn't allowed on the Oracle Open World, and I have to say, I have no idea. I don't know anything about this software. So, but being a week in San Francisco sounds pretty nice. But I prefer that Oracle would change location and go to Yosemite National Park, and then I would come. So my husband was in the United States, and I was thinking, well, what can I do? And I decided to go visit my brother for a couple of days. He lives in Germany, and his family also. So I decided to travel by train, and it is a 7-hour trip. And while being in the train and, meeting travelers, our train broke down, searching for a new train. The adventure really made me realize that I like a sense of adventure. So who knows, maybe we end up traveling the world. But for now, Do you hear those sirens? It's pretty common where we live to hear sirens. So I like the adventure of traveling. There is one big dream that I have, and that is crossing the Grand Canyon, starting at the North Rim and then spending 2 or 3 days in the canyon, and then climbing up the South Rim. We tried to get a backcountry permit a couple of years ago, but because so many people wanted to camp in the Grand Canyon, the amount of people allowed to camp there is limited. And it is pretty difficult to get that permit. But I hope one day we will be able to do that. I am now adding lighter colors of blue, so the sky blue I just used and now the Smyrna blue. And I'm using them in the areas that have not much color yet on the paper. I could leave it the way it is, but I feel when there is too much paper coming through the colored pencil layer, to me it feels that the drawing isn't finished. So with adding lighter color, I will keep the background light, but I also make it look like there is color there. It looks more saturated. So this is going well. I need to add a little bit more color over here next to the leaves. So I just worked on this area and here, and now I'm going to work a little bit on this area because I want it to be a little bit brighter, and I'm using this one, Prismacolor Premier Lemon Yellow. I need to be careful with this yellow because if I add it on top of the blue, the risk is that it becomes green. And that is not what I want, so I need to be careful. Now, if it happens, I can always erase it. So it's not that bad. I've had a lot of messages from people who sometimes get discouraged and do not want to color anymore because there are so many videos and pictures of awesome coloring pages, and well, first of all, these very skilled artists became so skilled because they allowed themselves to make all the mistakes needed to learn about colored pencils or any other medium. Excuse me, the human mind seems to have the tendency to believe in this statement that you need to be perfect all the time and from day one. And let's add some ultramarine. You know, my mind often comes up with this statement too, and my mind is very, very skilled in attempting to let me believe that it is true, that I should be perfect from day one without practicing, without making any mistakes. So I need to be very aware that this lie doesn't take over. It's okay if that thought comes up as long as I don't believe it. So if you are hesitating to start coloring because of this perfectionism, then I order you now to take a coloring book, flip it open, pick a pencil, and just start coloring. Put that pencil on paper and enjoy how the color comes out of the pencil on the paper, and just enjoy every stroke. Look at this. Every stroke is beautiful. I think there's nothing wrong with perfectionism, but I am a perfectionist myself. But if it interferes with your if it keeps you from doing the things you love doing, then this perfectionism isn't serving anything or anybody. Let's go for the sky blue. There's a wonderful light area here that I want to keep light, but just give it a little bit more color. This light area just happened. It is one of these happy accidents. So this area isn't perfectionism at all. It's just an happy accident. When it comes to colored pencil, I think I am pretty well trained. But with watercolor paint, which I like doing also, I need to do a little bit more practicing, and I'm doing that. You can follow my practice on Instagram. I post my projects on a regular basis, and I recently received 3 coloring books from a wonderful lady from the United States. She sent me those books as a thank you for the videos that I make. Isn't that lovely? Completely unexpected. It was such a surprise. And those 3 books, 2 books are for watercolor paint, and one is a coloring book about the American national parks, the United States national parks. Lovely books. And I started using one of these watercolor books as practice books. So it is really lovely because I can practice so many things. I'm currently practicing how to blend colors for shading with watercolor paint. and just to see which color combinations work well for me. I make a lot of mistakes, of course, and but all these mistakes help me to find the right track. So this is what we've done so far. The yellow looks a bit strong, so I may tone it down in the next episode, but so far this is going very well, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you haven't started coloring yet yourself, then I really advise you to pick up those pencils and just start doing it, because it is so much joy. It is so much joy. Just join us. It's great. Bye bye.